did something similar like that. In high school, I was really good at like drawing. So I'd draw dicks, like, because like Superbad kind of like inspired me to draw dicks. And I counted how many lockers were in my high school. So I drew this one dick, copied it, and counted how many lockers there were. Forgot how many there were, but it was a lot of lockers. When I stuck it in every single locker, nobody knew who it was.
Damn.
Yeah. In high school too, like there was this science building. It was fairly new. Me and my friend lit a trash can on fire, and it was the day before, Thanksgiving break. You guys have like Thanksgiving break where it's like a week long?
Yeah.
So it was like that. That Friday, the Friday before the break, we set the trash can on fire. Everybody knew it was me, but the teachers and like the staff. It was awesome. I got away with it. Yeah, I got away with a lot of shit. You know what's so weird? I was hooking up with this chick in the quad after school, and like my teacher came up to me and just mid-make out. It was the most awkward thing ever. I don't know. I don't forget shit like that. I couldn't go to prom because our senior prank was streaking, and I was the only 18-year-old that was streaking.
Oh, jeez.
So they were like, "Yeah, you're expelled." I was like, "Fuck, all right." Kind of just like gave up and just started working from there. Yeah, nobody asked me out to prom.
Wow, that Ben story was gross. Imagine drawing deranged, awful stuff like that.
I was the kid that no one really invited to at parties.
Damiel gay confirmed bad.
But when I do sneak my way into those high school parties, they're like, "This guy's fucking tight and crazy." So it kind of like balanced it all out, which is cool, I guess. Imagine being that fucking lame in high school. You know, Vance?
What?
Do you know what it feels like being lame in high school?
Nah, I've always been a chill ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I was like Ned's Declassified in high school. Like, I had that one black friend, but he was like mixed, so he was light skinned.
Yeah.
And I had like the female best friend, like the little love interest. Yeah, that was my white buffalo. Fuck. Her whole family started dating Samoans. And she ended up dating. She actually is dating a Samoan. I was about to date her. Then she dated my best friend, and I was just like, "Nah, fuck you." I was really pissed off about that.
Yeah.
And then like, I hate telling the story. I'm just say it, but when she seen who I was hanging out with when I was 18, she was like, "Oh my god!" But I was dating this girl at the time, and she didn't know. I didn't want to tell her. So when he was performing in San Francisco, I was on stage. I see him. My girlfriend was right here at the time, and she was right there. And then I'm like, bro, I was telling my homie, I'm like, look, because he knows them too. And I was like, look, they're like looking at me right now. Watch this. So I go like this. I'm not even looking at them. I'm just like this. And they both waved at me at the same time. And then like I stage dove. And then, like, I landed near the chick that I was, that I hung out in high school with. She's like, "That was crazy." I was like, and then I went back on stage. And then after the show, they were both waiting for me in front of the venue. And I fucked everything up. And then, like, when I was living in LA, like, I would hit her up sometimes. And I don't know what happened. I think it was the Xanax. But, like, her friend, like, I went back home, and her friend was having a party, and she was like, "Yeah, you can." And then, like, she see me, and she, like, gave me the cold shoulder. I'm like, damn, I'm about to go see her in a bit, like at the party. And then I went to the party and she pulls up. Her boyfriend was like, yo, what's up, man? You doing big shit, bro? Big ass boy, dude. He's like hella tall.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, thanks, bro. And then like they were smoking weed inside the house. I was just outside the porch, just talking, drinking. She's like, you need to fucking leave. I'm like, what? What did I do? She's like, you made me feel so uncomfortable. I'm like, I didn't even fucking do anything to you. I said, what's up? I was being nice to you. Yeah. And her big ass Samoan boyfriend was like, hey man, like, he's like, I'm sorry I have to do this, but like, you gotta go. I'm like, damn. Damn, man. I thought you'd be meaner than this, bro. But that's what I'm saying. I don't even know where I'm going with this story. I think I'm just traumatized by it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just trauma dumping.
Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't even need to lead somewhere.
I'm just trauma dumping, bro.
Yeah.
God, I miss that fucking retard. But it's all good. Like, usually when you start dating Samoans, you get fat. So I'm like, cool on that. Like, she wants to be a nurse. And that's what nurses do. They get like a boyfriend. They go to school for nursing. They get fat. End of story.
That's it.
They end up being a nurse and they're fat. Like my aunt.
Yeah.
Like my fucking aunt. Dude, when I was a kid, she was fucking really like she was like fit and shit. And then like, out of nowhere, 5 years later, she was going to nursing school and then she just plumped up. I'm like, what the fuck happened? What happened?
Damn. Might be the high stress or something.
Who knows?
Yes.
Her husband works in Silicon Valley. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh.
I get it.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got bread. They can eat anywhere.
Yeah.
We had Thanksgiving at Fogo de Chão. Do you know what that is? Brazilian steakhouse has a fat ass salad bar, like 12 of these.
Mm-hmm. Is that the one where they like
they come up with the meat? Yeah, they cut it right in front of you. Yeah. So like, man, she was a fucking hog, bro. Me too. I mean, I was hella hungry.
Yeah.
Everybody was hogs. I'm not gonna just sing her out, but yeah, she was in that bitch. But you know, that's Thanksgiving.
Whenever Damiel speaks, I feel like my brain is being lobotomized. Why you gay?
Alright. Okay. That's how you're getting ridiculed in this house. Like TCS. Literally raping me with insults, you know?
What?
Nothing. I want your ears to hear that word. Again. Those innocent ears. Yeah, high school was a trip. I'm at that point. I'm at that age where I'm like, damn, I wish I would have like finished it.
No, okay.
Or I wish I would have done something with my life in high school. You ever had like an ex in high school and they were doing so much better than you?
Damiel just out Ben. Pay this man.
Yeah, that was me. My ex-girlfriend was a year younger than me.
Damnation, stand up.
And she was fucking good at volleyball. Like, I've never heard a freshman get into varsity, you know? And she was really good at volleyball. And she went varsity, and her like teammates they all went to private school, but they went to this school because they were like, we're gonna fuck up the whole like volleyball like community and all this stuff, right? Her friends like convinced her to break up with me. Yeah,
I hate that shit.
I was like telling you, like, that shit fucked me. I said that's when I started doing drugs, and she's she's like, you smell. Like, you smell like fucking weed. Like, hella weed. I'm like, so you fucking broke me. You know? And,
glory days, well, they'll pass you by. Glory days, glory days, glory days.
and I had to see her, like, succeed. And I was just that, like, fucking pot smoking skateboarder guy. I had that hot girlfriend. And, a few years later, like, when she was a junior and I was a senior, she was like, hey, can I talk to you? I'm like, all my friends were like, what the fuck? And then she was like, hey, look, like, she, like, broke up with her boyfriend that she was dating for, like, 2 years. She was like, look, I'm sorry. Like, I miss you. And I'm like, alright. She's like, but that doesn't mean I'm going to get back with you. I'm like, I just wanted to say that I'm sorry that, you know, I hurt you and I left you.
Jersey,
like,
what are you drawing?
I basically said, you know what, like, touching, that's very touching and stuff, but yeah, I don't care. So what I'm trying to say is that it's okay to stand up for yourself sometimes when you're down. I mean, not sometimes, but all the time.
You know,
That's when I learned to, like, stand up for myself.
yeah, my first ever boyfriend I was talking about last night that I've known for like over 10 years. We went to middle school together.
The Marine?
Yeah, and we went to high school together. And he had this girlfriend, and I was like still in love with him. And I'd have to see him and his girlfriend every day in high school, just holding hands and shit.
Yeah.
And like that fucked me up, man. And then like he would like message me and like be like, oh, I love school. I want to be with these
Damiel, be like, let's be 27 years old and talk about high school and be gay.
But
Yeah.
But it was insane because we took like the same biology class even though I was like a freshman and he was like a junior. But we held hands under the biology class table and someone took a picture of it and it was like his girlfriend's friend. And then she posted it on his girlfriend's wall on Facebook. Mm-hmm. So it was like so fucked, like, and then he was just like, then he had to act like he hated me forever. And then he was like in band and being all successful and was just dressing weird and like skipping class and like, and then he went to the Marines and he like served in Japan and like, all this shit, like, and I was just still in my hometown, just like fucking being, you know, being me and like, yeah. So I understand where you come from. It's like it's hard to see that shit.
I had like 4 good girls in high school. Freshman year, like I was on and off with that chick I was talking about.
Yeah.
My homie was dating this fucking. We were freshmen. My homie was like my best friend at the time. And he was dating this junior, and she was like varsity softball. And like she went to Disney World for a week, and during that time he was cheating on her.
Damn, a week?
And I was like, I seen it all, and I didn't want to say nothing. But she came back, she found out, I didn't tell her, but she was like, then she came on to me. I'm like, what the fuck you want, what do you want to do with me? She's like, you're just hella funny. And I was like, alright, so like we started hanging out, and then she started holding my hand through, like at school.
Yeah.
And he seen it, and he was hella mad, he wanted to beat my ass. And I'm like, bro, she chose up, man. Like, you can't be mad at that. And then, like, we were kind of dating, and then, like, I don't know, something about, like, I looked at her feet. And, no, like, I'm not gonna lie, her feet were cool. Like, I was just freaked out how pale she was.
Is it like the purplish pale like me?
No, it was just white.
Oh,
it was straight
like
white.
Straight
like,
white. And
I was like, I don't know, I can't see you. Like, I can't see it anymore.
You're like a ghost to me.
And then, like, I kind of fucked that up. And, yeah, I tried to, like, rekindle that fire again. But she was like, I'm talking to this dude. And I ended up fucking marrying this guy.
Yeah,
and, like, having a kid. And I was like, fuck, man. And then also, there was the other girl God. This one was really nice to me. At first, she didn't want nothing to do with me, and then she just gave him. She's like, actually, like, I was wrong about you. I went to middle school with this shit too.
These are so strong.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, damn, she actually gave me a chance. I don't want to fuck this up, but little did I know I fucked this up. I went to a football game, and there was a girl like a grade higher than me, and I was friends with her cousin, and like my homies were like out of high school, and they were all friends. So like we were just smoking weed, and her cousin comes out of nowhere. She sits in the back. I sit in the back because my homie was sitting in the front, and she's like, "I want to sit next to you." And I was like, "All right." And then like we were parked up, and they were talking. My homie and her were talking. Her cousin was talking to her, and then this chick was like kissing me on my neck, giving me hickeys and all this shit. It was fucking crazy. And like I was like freaking out because I still had the hickey on my neck like through the whole weekend, and then like I felt so guilty. I'm like, hey, like my homies did like this fucked up prank where they put a vacuum on my neck, and it was bad. It was so bad, and then like I went to school. And
Damiel, be like I was exposed. As gay, let's talk about girls.
We ended up breaking up, and she just hated me. I never was once bi-curious in my life. A lot of dudes are. It's a study. I learned it in sex ed. But, yeah. We're still